welcome to this next session of Office Qi Gong here. So, Qi Gong means energy skill, and there's many ways that energy stagnates. And one of those that we'll work on here is muscle tension and muscle tightness. So when you're sitting at the desk most of the day, there's different muscle groups that get shortened, and then therefore they tend to stagnate. The first is your hip flexors here, because they're in a contracted state. The second is your hamstrings here, because your knees are bent, therefore they're in a contracted state. Next, most people, especially men, will sit with their legs bowed like this. That is actually hip rotation, which is controlled by your piriformis here and your glute medius and minimus. And then also, if you're slumped over at all, you'll have some chest tightness, and then your rhomboids are lengthened in the back there, so they'll need to be strengthened, and your chest will need to also either be strengthened and also stretched. So the first stretch I'll do here, because part of Qigong is stretching. There's activation, meditation, stretching, flows. So the first stretch that I like to do, especially at a standing desk, is something like this. This is a simple hip flexor stretch, and what you want to do with this is you don't want to arch your back here. You want to press your glute into the hip flexor and give that a good stretch, and then maybe arch up like this so that you can feel that along the front, like this, and then up. It's better to press this in that way. Hamstring stretches, you can do just a simple bend over if your back will take it. If your low back has an injury, the best one I find is one where the front leg is straight and the back leg's at 45, and you bend directly from hinge at the hip and bend over. And you can hold these stretches for a good long time, 30 to 60 seconds at least, but it's better if you do them multiple times a day. For myself, I feel coldness in my legs and stuff, and that's from my herniated discs. And I get that during the day. So those are two really good stretches. Of course, you can do different hamstrings and against the wall, different things like that. Particular one I like is to kick my leg up, go down on the knee, and then push with my glute. That'll get to your hip flexor even better, and some of your quads, because if your hip flexor's tight, your quad is going to get there. Now, even just coming back after that, I can feel a little bit more energy and warmth flowing through my legs. Let's see, piriformis. Simple seated piriformis is really good, but it's good to make sure your back is really straight with this. So you want to take this over and straighten your back, and then push this leg down. The best one for this, though, I find, is against the wall, laying down against the wall. You put this foot over here against the wall, your back is automatically straight. Press into this, and you can even rock a little bit. Stretch out that piriformis, get some flow going there, and once it's stretched out, the blood will actually flow there better. For chest and stuff, I'll have a separate chest set to do some different stuff, but I find something like this where you can, and then you can bend over, you can even place your hands on something and go down and really just spread that chest out. And then when you're doing exercises, make sure to do some kind of row with a band to get those rhomboids. That'll help you stand up straighter and not slumping so much. And the breathing is affected by this slump too. It collapses in all the organs, and they don't have enough room to get the flow there. So that'll be it for today. I'll come back tomorrow with more.